Good afternoon. I thought we finished up the week with pretty good tempo today. Was very pleased with practice, giving ourselves the opportunity and chance to go on the road and compete and win a football game. And with that, I'll take your questions.
Will Jeremy Chinn play this week?
Jeremy is still in work in progress. We're going to make a decision throughout the weekend. Could be a game time decision for us, but hopefully he'll be able to show up for us.
With him up in the air and Miles doubtful, what's the plan at nickel free safety?
Well, we feel like we have some answers already on the squad with, having an opportunity to be able to move CJ inside, JC inside, and then now keep coming on the field. So that's been the answer this week.
Do you think JC will play even though he's questionable?
I think so. The way he moved around the day, I was very pleased, and he didn't seem to have any setbacks.
I guess it's you.
Steve, the injury, the illnesses going around is just flu, cold.
Well, it's that time of the year, and we constantly harp on the players about washing their hands, taking care of themselves. We have hand sanitizer in every meeting room, even from a standpoint of communicating. Even if you have family members that are sick at home, trying to take precautions there. So, yes, it has been going around. Guys have been missing, but. We got to continue to press and move on.
Do you have like a package for Sam this week?
No, not a package for Sam. Not at all. Sam will fill in and just adjust according to what we call defensively. I think he's been in the system for a while. He understands the terminology and the techniques within each call. So. We're not going to have a package for him. He's just going to go out there and execute.
Have you said or have you decided, like, hey, you got the third series regardless of what's going on? Like, do you want to get him out there like that specifically?
Again, and Joe, I'm so sorry. I thought we were still on defense when you were talking about. See, I was talking about Sam Franklin. Yeah, Sam Donald will be up. Baker's going to start, and as I mentioned earlier in the week, apologize about that. As I mentioned earlier in the week, we're going to see how the game goes. And, Baker's going to start. He's going to compete and play the whole game. I want to have an opportunity to get Sam Donald in there if it presents itself, but nothing planned as of now.
How's he looked in practice? I mean, you've had a couple of weeks of looking at him now.
He looks good. He really does. He moves around well. I love his accuracy, throwing the football, making good decisions. So I'm excited about where he is now.
Give me a few of the reasons why you want to see him in a game at some point.
Well, as you've seen the trend, I mean, at any point in time, things can happen. You go from, Baker to PJ back to Baker. So I want him to have an opportunity before his opportunity comes just to be able to get in there and get his feet wet again. As I mentioned before, he hasn't really played live action since last year because I don't really count the few snaps he's got in preseason.
From a defensive play caller standpoint, when Laviska has the play that he had the other day and obviously against the Saints, how much do maybe those one big explosive plays maybe change the way you would plan for that player?
I think it's just you're dialing it up at the right time. We caught those guys with nickel pressure, and it just opened up for us. Great blocking on the perimeter. I don't think you try to change up anything at all as a play caller. Again, it's just give and take and exactly how it happened. So it was very fortunate for us. We had the perfect call on at the right time.
You may have mentioned this, I'm sorry, but who do you think will be nickel?
We talked about moving JC inside and then having Keith come on the field.
I feel like Keith seems like in the past he's played really well. I mean, you got a lot of confidence in him.
A lot of confidence in Keith. I mean, each time he's in there, I think he's progressing and getting better. He's making plays on the ball, which is critical for us on the back end. So a lot of confidence in Keith Taylor.
He's made those plays in kind of key moments. I think he had 3 straight games where he had a third down pass breakup. When you measure the moments that he's been able to step up in, does that also give you a little bit more security with him?
Of course, because we all evaluated off production. That's what it's all about, giving the opportunity to make plays. Can that individual make the play? And he's shown that.
Go ahead.
Is Sam's mobility something that could help if were to get in a game against a team like Baltimore?
If you're saying that Sam is, mobile in the pocket, yes, he is. I think anytime you have mobility with the athletes that you have in this day and age in the game that can create havoc for us one-on-one, you want somebody to be able to move around. So to answer your question, yes.
You talked to anybody, in Buffalo with what they're going through with the weather?
I haven't. I've been so locked in on the things that we're doing here. I know they moved the game, which is, a good call on the league office and doing that. So that's a good move. Thank you.